Happy Easter once again, dear viewers. And as we are in the season of Easter, sweets, treats, snacks, desserts that comes to our mind. 40 days of fasting, penance, sacrifice is over, and now it's time to celebrate. So I'm here with my blueberry orangey muffin or orangey blueberry muffins, which could go with a tea or snack or a dessert. So without further delay, let's get into the kitchen. For all Muslim viewers, I wish a happy Mubarak or Eid Mubarak during this fasting month, during this Ramadan month. That would be a good snack at the end of the fasting, at the end of the day when you break your fast. So without further delay, let's get into the kitchen and see the step by step how these muffins are to be baked. They look like cupcakes, but they are not cupcakes. They are muffins. Let's get into the kitchen right now. To make these muffins, these are the ingredients you need to use. I'll start off with 4 cups of cake and pastry flour, 2 cups of fresh blueberries, 1.5 cup of sugar, 1 cup of fresh orange juice. We'll be using some vanilla extract, a pure one. I'll be using approximately about 1 teaspoon, and zest of an orange, which I will be making the zest. And I also have 1 cup of sour cream. I have 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 4 eggs, and I'm using salted butter, which is 1 cup. So these are the ingredients that requires for the muffin. So let's get into the kitchen to make the muffin. To begin with, line the pan and also preheat the oven for 180 Celsius or 350 or 375 Fahrenheit. To make the zest of the orange, you need the grater and an orange, and you need only the top part, I mean the outer part of the skin, and not the interior part of the skin as I go. As you can see, this is still, you can go until it reaches the white part. Dear viewers, you can already, the white part is reaching, that is where you stop. So you have to grate all through the orange, and I will see you when I finish grating. I would like to share a tip with you on choosing an orange. When you choose an orange, just make sure that the orange skin is a little hard when you press them, it is firm and is hard. And also weigh it with your hands and see if it's light or heavy. If it's heavy and firm, it's a perfect orange to use for your baking. And now is the season of Neville orange that we used to get here. But if you can't get any Neville orange, any other orange will work with this as well. There are seasons I have also showed on making the blood orange muffins for Chinese New Year special. I would like you to check on that as well. And the flesh of the orange is reddish in color, and so this is just an regular orange color. And the zest that I grated, I received approximately about a good amount, a bowl, approximately about a cup, about 3/4 cup to a cup. And this is good enough for our baking, and we are going to use everything into the baking. And viewers, before we place the paddle, we will add the butter first. It's 1 cup salted butter. If you are using unsalted butter, you have to add salt. Because I'm using salted butter, I'm skipping out the salt. Just a reminder, all your ingredients should be at room temperature. And we have added the butter. Now we shall add 1.5 cup of sugar. We will attach the paddle and lower it down. Before we begin that, we shall add vanilla essence. Vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon. And we shall attach the safeguard so that there won't be any accidents. And now we shall cream the butter and sugar until it's light and fluffy. So we begin with a light on a slow speed until the butter and sugar combines well. Then we will increase the speed. This will take approximately about 1 to 2 minutes. Our butter and sugar is well mixed, and now we shall increase the speed. For this we will beat another 1 to 2 minutes. Our butter and sugar has creamed well, and now we shall add the other ingredients. I have removed the safety guard, and at this time I will add all orange zest, orange zest is added, and now we will mix it just on a low speed for half a minute. The orange zest has mixed, and now we shall add the sour cream. Sour cream is 1 cup. I remind you again that all your ingredients should be on room temperature. Especially it's according to the recipe requires. Sometimes some of the recipe may require cold ingredients, then you shall follow the recipe as it is. And we shall mix this for another half a minute on a low speed. Now we shall scrape down the bottom. And we shall continue to cream. And dear viewers, while that is creaming, I am going to do another trick. So I will stop this machine for a few minutes. And the dry ingredients, I shall add them: baking powder and also the baking soda. Baking powder 2 teaspoons and baking soda 1 teaspoon. And mix it up well with all the dry ingredients. These are the things that we need to mix. Mix it well for at least about a couple of minutes, continuously using a whisk, and you continue doing it. The flour is ready. Our next ingredient is we will add the orange juice. The orange juice goes in, and we will mix it. At this point, the eggs goes in one by one. I have placed 3 eggs already, and I cracked them separately because I don't want to have any shells goes in. So if there's any shells that is shown, if you could see any shells, so you could remove it immediately before you add in the eggs. And the 4th egg goes in. And we will whip it for about half a minute. Now, dear viewers, we will add the flour a spoon at a time, and while the machine goes on low speed. Always sieve your flour before you measure it. Sieve the flour, and I have a video on how to sieve your flours properly before baking, and I will link that down below. All our flour has been added, and soon we will add in the berries. Dear viewers, 1 cup of berry is 1 cup, so you don't have to measure them according to the cup, but it's easy. I measured it, so I know the amount is 1 cup, so it's easy for you, and I'm giving you this tip. So we'll just fold in the berries. I've already added all the berries in, and now just make sure fold it gently and don't let the berries bleed. You have to lift from the bottom and move it to the top, from the side to the bottom and bring it to the top. And all the berries have been well mixed, and now we can cut them up. With that, we shall clean the sides, scrape the sides, and also put it back. And viewers, with warm water and also a large ice cream scoop, a large size, I'm going to scoop them up. And dear viewers, I have already filled up the first batch. I still have batter. I will be adding it into my next tray. And now this shall go into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And with the temperature of 375, but it's also according to your oven temperature. If your oven temperature is too hot, you can reduce and adjust it, and if your oven temperature is on the cooler side, increase it.